Welcome back to CBS Sports HQ. It's college football pregame. Jordan Giorgio and Damian Harris with you, taking you all the way up to those noon kickoffs. Great slate of games, but tonight, CBS Sports Network, it's going to be a good one. You got Boise State taking on Wyoming in a Mountain West battle. What are you most looking forward to watching tonight come 7 p.m.?
Well, first of all, Ashton Jeanty right on our own network. I mean, come on, people, tune in. But this guy is so special. And when we talk about keeping him in the Heisman race and potentially winning this award, he's going to have a great opportunity tonight against Wyoming, who's the number 116th ranked rush defense in the country. Look for him to put up some big numbers today and solidify himself as one of the top 2 Heisman candidates in the country. And what a treat it will be to see, because like I said, this guy is phenomenal. He's fast, he's strong, he's elusive, he can make plays, he blocks for his quarterback, he's a good receiver out of the backfield. I mean, I could talk about this guy all day long because he is such a special talent. He's such a special running back. I've said it all year long. It's the most must-see running back since Reggie Bush.
Listen, I know you say that, right? Like, what are the other running backs that you're in group chats with or you're talking to on the reg? They say the same thing?
He's sensational, because if you've played this position, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. If you have played this position, you understand what it takes to do what Ashton Jeanty is doing. I don't care what conference he's playing in. I don't care what competition he's playing in. He's breaking 7 or 8 tackles on his way to an 80-yard touchdown. Derrick Henry knows how impressive that is. Mark Ingram knows how impressive that is. Reggie Bush knows how impressive that is. It does not matter. He gets it done. And all the great running backs, all the people that have played this position respect and admire what he does. The fact that he's chasing such a great, and Barry Sanders, one of the greatest of all time, somebody that will never be replicated. But when you see these type of numbers, and we've seen them so seldomly, it's just, it's something that you have to take notice to, something you have to realize. This is one of the best players in all of college football.
Most definitely, and we cannot wait to watch this Boise State team and Ashton Jeanty tonight on CBS Sports HQ. Also cannot wait to welcome to the show here on college football pregame. It's Boise State head coach Spencer Danielson. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time on what we know is a very busy game day. Damian Harris and Jordan Giorgio with you. I would be remiss if I didn't make you aware. You are in the presence, Coach, of the president of the Ashton Jeanty fan club. It's Damian Harris.
Me.
I am just the press secretary, so I'm going to let my guy go first. Yeah, that's right, Coach.
It is me. Listen, Coach, I wanted to start this off because, listen, Jordan and I, anybody on this panel, anybody across the country can look at Ashton Jeanty and what he does on the field and talk about how special it is. But as somebody who sees him, who coaches him every single day, what do you see day in and day out, whether it's practice, whether it's the meetings, whether it's, classroom? What do you see from Ashton every single day that makes him such a special player or such a special person that leads to him being such a special player?
Yeah, well, I appreciate your guys' time on this morning, and thank you, Jesus, for another opportunity, another day of life, man. We're fired up. And speaking about Ashton Jeanty, I mean, everybody can watch the film. That's what I tell people, just watch the film. But what they don't see is who he is as a teammate, how he preps to get his body ready. Every conversation we have is about the team. It's, Coach, how can we help this young man? How can I help lead better? How can I, he loves his teammates. He's on a mission for this team, and that is very uncommon. I think in so much of what's going on in college football has become very individualized, and Ashton and a part of this team, it's all about us playing our best football together and continue to grow week to week. He's one of the best leaders I've ever been around. He's one of the most urgent young men at practice, in meetings around the facility, and he's got a smile that will let people roam. So, I mean, he's a generational talent, but he's even a generational leader in regards to who he is as a teammate. And he impacts me every single day. I mean, being around him makes me a better coach, makes me a better person. And like I said, I mean, he's a guy that handles his business off the field. He's a man of character. I was blessed to be able to baptize him at church over the summertime. Like, you just talk about a young man that's impacted my life so many ways and impacts this team in every facet.
That's wonderful. And Coach, one thing that you said that stuck out to me the most is how important he is as a leader to this team. And I've seen the bet that he made with his offensive line, talking about if I don't run for 2,000 yards, well, I'm going to cut my dreads off. I've seen him posting the TikToks and all the things with his other receivers. So he looks like a grade A teammate. But when we talk about this team, I want to go back a couple weeks, well, more than a couple weeks, but to the beginning of the season when you guys played Oregon, #1 team in the country. You guys came up short by 3 points, but as a team in your position, as a coach in your position, what was that locker room like? Because you had to come out of that game thinking, well, we can play with anybody in the country. If we clean up one play here, one play there, we easily could have won this game. What was the message to your team, and what was the locker room like after that close loss?
Yeah, after the game, our guys were disappointed. And just like anything, you know, we've got over 100 players on our team, a bunch of staff, and I think after that game, there was a lot of people that, like, exactly to your point, oh, we can go play and beat anybody when we play our best. Well, people were disappointed. I tell guys, I mean, we lost the game. If we would have lost by 40 points or lost on the last second field goal like we did, we lost the game. We got to learn and grow from that game. But there were guys disappointed, but there was a new sense of urgency that I think people understand that, like, no, we can go play and beat anybody. We also know the reality is we're going to get everybody's best, and we could lose to anybody too, and that's the beauty of college football. But we talked to our team prior to that game, and I tell them every week, like, your best is enough, but your best is required. And I think leaving that game, people know, like, look, guys, your best is enough. We didn't play our best every single down against Oregon. If we did, we win that football game. We didn't. We need to continue to learn and grow from that. But I believe in this team. I believe their best is going to be enough every single time we line up, and they believe that too. We just got to keep learning and growing.
Coach, I got one more for you on Jeanty specifically. We've analyzed so much of his game, specifically how he stands in the backfield like Michael Myers. I know you've seen this. What was going through your mind the first time you saw him do that?
I honestly didn't even recognize it until, I don't know if it was someone tweeted it or somebody saw it, and I started laughing about it too. So I promise you this, I'm not coaching him to change it. But he's a young man that just, like I said, how he practices, how he trains. He's the guy that's the offensive player of the year last year, and he's in January workouts on the blue in the snow. He's got his shirt off, beating everybody in our team in tug of war, right? So you can't help but love the kid and support him because of how he works. So if he wants to stand straight up and look menacingly at a defense, I'll be his biggest fan to do it.
Yeah, we're all here for it. It's been awesome. One last one for you, Coach. All morning long, we've been talking about the college football playoff. Right now, you all are projected to get that first round bye. I'm sure that would be great, but also, how awesome would it be for Boise State to host a playoff game on that blue turf, having someone like an Alabama, Damian, to come in to Boise State? What would it mean to that program and fan base?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, these are those moments that, you know, have potential to change so many things even down the road. I mean, the amount, I've been here since 2017, and the amount of players or coaches that have found out about Boise State, probably me included, because of what happened back in the Fiesta Bowl versus Oklahoma. You know, some of those games that have potential to change everything. We want this program to be a light on a hill, to do things differently, to do it God's way, and the only way to be that way is to have success. And so finding ways to be in the college football playoff, host a playoff game, all awesome things for me. Those things I do not control. What we control is how we play today against Wyoming. That's where my messaging, which I'm probably beating a dead horse a little bit, but guys, the most important game of our season is against Wyoming because it's the next one. And just trying to keep our guys focused on what they control, which is their work, their prep, so they can go cut it loose and play their best football. That's what I focus on. The other stuff, where we're ranked, what's going on in the rankings, we don't control that. What we do control is how we play and how we perform on Saturdays to finish this thing out. That's all that matters, because there's guys that are going to be ranked in the college football playoff that will drop out. There's guys that aren't ranked that will find their way in. We want to be guys that keep getting better and find a way to control what we control, which is how we play tonight.
Coach, you got some fans in us, especially this guy to my left. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much, Coach. Tell Ashton Jeanty I said,
appreciate you
keep running that thing. Keep running it.
Thanks, Coach.